Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style. I think the dog models are behaving better than the women models usually do for the fashion shows in the back.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Less commotion, less drama. It's amazing.
Man. You know, I sometimes, you know how you dress your puppy up or your doggy up? He doesn't like wearing clothes, but these dogs are behaving?
Apparently so. They seem to be behaving. Like I said, I mean, you know how diva women get sometimes when they're getting ready for a fashion show? There's hair pulling and crazy makeup going on. I'm kidding. There's not usually that, but it is kind of funny. Okay, I have a question for you. Midweek, here we are. You look wide awake to me, but do you ever get morning face?
Morning face?
Yeah.
What's morning face?
Like smush face. Like you just woke up from, like, you know, I don't want to totally mess up my face, but you know, like when you've been sleeping on your face all night.
I get drool face.
Drool face. Well, studies show that sleeping on a pillow in the same position night after night starts to create wrinkles that can actually become permanent.
I've heard of that before, because if you sleep, I guess, the same way, then you're, I mean, that's however many hours.
Right.
Like half a day, kind of.
Yeah, or at least 6 or 7.
6 or 7 hours that you're laying there, I guess, and your face gets kind of smushed.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen lines sometimes like under my eye, and I'm like, what is this? Where's this coming from? And after a day, it'll disappear. Yeah, but it's from the way I sleep. Well, this is the answer to all of our problems. It is called, dun, 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 the Mumbani Fresh Face.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, wait. How is that gonna? How does it protect your cheek?
Well, it's
on your forehead.
This is the thing. It's a cushioned pillow. So when you put your head down, your face isn't actually touching the pillow
anymore?
Yeah, I look a little like Rambo on in a spa. But what you do is this actually minimizes the pressure. So what it does is it supposedly prevents and smooths out the sleep wrinkles. I mean, this is what it says. It says, wake up looking younger if you sleep on your side or stomach. And studies show that sleeping on a pillow make the wrinkles obviously appear. And this is supposedly what helps. So, you know, I don't know. This is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna remove. You could try it on if you really want to. It's actually quite comfortable, Kristen.
I want to try it on a pillow.
Feel it. See what I mean? It's soft, right?
Right. I want to like see.
So
if it really
put your head. If you put your head down.
It does work.
See, your face isn't touching the counter though. See what I mean? It's just the cushion. Don't fall asleep because you get up at 2.
I would if I was there for too long.
I know Elizabeth is so jealous because she wants to take a nap. Let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines.
Ladies, you know what is so funny? This is no joke. You should see the way I sleep. Okay, the technique that I have down.
Seriously?
Okay, you see this here, the whole chin?
Yeah.
I sleep with this pillow that I scrunch up, I kind of roll up, and I put it behind my neck so that, you know, I can try to get rid of the double chin.
I want to try.
It is so funny. And my husband laughs at me every night because I'm like literally trying not to move.
Well, and you have a perfect neck, so maybe it works.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
I love that, by the way, that little thing that you have over there. I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
Good morning. Good Wednesday morning to you at home. We begin this morning talking about First Lady Michelle Obama. She wrapped up her 4-state campaign swing in Albuquerque. There was tight security and traffic tie-ups on both interstates yesterday as she traveled through the city in her motorcade. This is her yesterday greeting the folks at Kirkland Air Force Base, the airmen and women and their families. The First Lady honored them and thanked them all yesterday.
We talked about our children, and we talked about some common experiences. It's amazing how that whether you're the first family or whether you're just an average family in the United States, some things are still the same.
Well, the First Lady, you know, what can you say about the First Lady? Shaking her hand, speaking with her, talking with her.
After being at the air base there, Mrs. Obama's next stop was a fundraising event at the Los Poblanos Inn and Cultural Center in Albuquerque's North Valley. Tickets were $1,000 apiece, and the money raised went to President Obama's re-election campaign and the Democratic National Committee. The DNC and other political committees paid for her trip. And while the First Lady was here, her husband made a surprise trip to Afghanistan a year after the U.S. raided and killed Osama bin Laden. President Barack Obama went on national TV last night and told the country about his plans for the U.S. troops to leave Afghanistan in 2014.
I will not keep Americans in harm's way a single day longer than is absolutely required for our national security. But we must finish the job we started in Afghanistan and end this war responsibly.
The president signed a strategic exit agreement with Afghanistan's president. 23,000 of these soldiers are set to come home this summer. Another Bernalillo County commissioner is being criticized this morning for using taxpayer money to take his assistant on an expensive trip. Commissioner Wayne Johnson took his assistant, Karen Brown, to Washington, D.C. back in March, saying he needed her to be there to meet whom he's meeting with and to know what they're talking about. Now, other commissioners warned Johnson not to take his assistant, but he did anyway. The trip cost about $2,000, and it came from money that comes from a discretionary fund. That's a fund that commissioners use to pay for travel, supplies, and other things. Albuquerque's police chief is laying down the law this morning. Just about every APD officer will now be required to wear and turn on their lapel camera. Chief Ray Schultz says the new policy requires all dispatch calls for service to be recorded. So officers who don't follow the rules will now face disciplinary action, including reprimands or termination. APD has had the lapel cameras for more than a year, but as we've reported, officers haven't been using them in many cases. This new policy, by the way, starts on Sunday. The city of Albuquerque wants to hear from you. Residents will have a chance to give their input on Route 66 and the transformation project at a community meeting today, as a matter of fact. The mayor wants to turn Route 66 into a tourist attraction and economic boom for the area. Tonight's meeting will be held at the African American Cultural Center at 7 o'clock. The project covers the stretch of Central from 98th to Tramway. The effort will also focus on offering tax incentives and enticements for growth.
This is one of the longest stretches of Route 66 in an urban area in America. We've got a lot of great neon, a lot of great history, a lot of great excitement, innovation, the university.
Again, the community input meeting is tonight from 7 to 8 at the African American Cultural Center. Now, if you can't make it to tonight's meeting, there is another one. It will be next Tuesday, May 8th, and that is going to be at the Chemo Theater. That wraps it up for your Wednesday morning headlines. Don't forget to start your weekday morning with Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, going to send it back to you. Have a good Wednesday.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks for the good sleeping tips.
Yes.
And we'll let you try this one out, too.
Yes, definitely.
Now, of course, everybody in Hollywood likes to look good. They're always photographed by the paparazzi, and nobody does it better than our good friends over at TMZ, and it is officially time for that Hollywood buzz.
Right, and TMZ correspondent Gary Trock joins us from Los Angeles. Hey, Gary.
Good morning, Gary.
Hey, good morning.
Well, it is officially time. Jessica Simpson's new baby girl arrived. And not only did she arrive, but she arrived into the lap of luxury, apparently. Baby Maxwell was born in the creme de la creme of birthing suites to the tune of $4,000 a day. So, Gary, we have to ask you, did she ban other new patients from the maternity ward like other new moms who shall remain nameless? I don't think you're ready for this.
No. we actually didn't hear that there was like the crazy Beyonce type security like they had.
Okay.
Jessica and the family did arrive yesterday, but she was locked up in this awesome suite. Like you said, about $4,000 a day. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, flat screen TVs everywhere. They had like chilled beverages on ice that are constantly refreshed.
Nice.
And they even have a person there giving mani-pedis.
Oh,
if you just feel a little stressed out, you need a little pampering. I mean, this is literally like the Hollywood royalty birthing process. I mean, it's just out of the control crazy. Yeah, so Jessica did give birth yesterday. 9 pounds, 13 ounces.
That's a big baby, isn't it?
So it was a big baby. Well, she got pretty big, if you remember.
Did
I mean,
get
we were just surprised there was only 1 baby inside of her.
And the name Maxwell. That's a different name.
Yeah, and apparently, I guess the middle name is Drew based on her mom's
It is a different name.
Well,
so
exactly, and Maxwell is Eric's middle name. So, it's kind of a cool thing. I commend her on not naming the baby something weird like apple or rainbow
or pear. Good for her on that one. I bet this empire of hers, I'm sure those baby pictures are going to be worth a ton. I mean, she's so wealthy right now. She's become such a good businesswoman in addition to a talent. So I'm sure she will use those entrepreneurial skills.
This is going to be a whole magazine spread. I mean, she's already got the interview locked up. You know, if you can tell, I think Us Weekly gave made the announcement like earlier last week and saying you know all the crazy stuff she was doing. So this is a very calculated decision by celebrities, and you know there's a whole rollout process. You're gonna get first photographs of the baby, then baby's first steps, baby's first baseball game. It's gonna be a whole magazine spread one after another.
Well, good for her.
Want to see it.
We're glad that baby's healthy.
Well, Gary, now that Jennifer Lopez and Enrique Iglesias have announced their concert tour, who's going to get top billing? A year ago, Enrique bailed on the Britney Spears concert tour because she was getting top billing. So who has a bigger ego this go around? Jennifer, Enrique?
Good question.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. They are both, giants in the game right now, and they are both giant ego individuals. But they are actually going to be co-headlining the tour. So they're going to be switching off. One night J-Lo is going to open, one night Enrique is going to open, and apparently they've come to an agreement that, if they're in an area where there's more Enrique fans, he'll be the headliner. If they're in an area where there's more J-Lo fans, she'll be the headliner. So they're going to be amicable about it, which is good. Who knows, though, what's going to happen midway through the tour. I mean, the diva attitudes could take over. So this is what they're saying as of now. And I also think it's going to be interesting to see who is the headliner for the first performance, because that's going to kind of set the stage for the whole tour. So I wonder who's going to kind of kick off the festivities.
I know. Will it be Jenny from the Block or the Hero? I don't know. I think it's going to be a good concert, though. One way or another, it's going to be a great concert for sure. And we can't let you go, Gary, without talking about another train wreck we know about. Of course, Octomom. She claims that she is $1 million in debt, and I guess her 14 kids just didn't turn into a cash cow after all. So what does the future hold for this woman?
The future holds lots of work. She needs to get a job and she needs to start working. I mean, she filed for bankruptcy and she is upwards of $1 million in debt to everybody, from learning centers for the kids to the gardener that took care of their house. I mean, she owes money to everybody. We are being told that she may be making a video, an adult video, a solo video, though. I don't know how much I can say on TV, but this is what she's going to be trying to do to get some money. If you remember, in the past, she got offers to do, pornographic videos for high sums of money. She didn't really want to do that whole route, but she is trying to do something else. So we'll see what happens, when that hits the market.
Oh my gosh! And who will really want to see that? I don't know, but I'm not going to even think about it. But Gary, thank you so much. Great information as always.
All right, and you can catch TMZ weeknights at 5:30 right here on Tu Casa Fox.
Oh, I'm going to refrain from any kind of bad taste humor right now, but that is interesting. Okay, so now here's something that's in very good taste, is being able to go outside and enjoy the beauty of the state. I mean, the weather this week has been, I feel like it's summer.
It is. It's really, we just skipped over spring altogether, although the spring winds are returning today. Not so much in Albuquerque, but out across the east. 60 degrees right now. Winds are nice and light right now.